Hi guys, Rachie Bap here. Pancake's down there on his toilet. Yeah, we won't look at that anymore. Today is Dog Biscuit Appreciation Day. I'm not going to eat one. I don't even have any because I don't have a pooch. Like that whole day reminds me of it reminds me of my granddad actually, which is probably an awful way to explain to people about my granddad because my granddad was lovely, but when I was little, he used to have a tin of dog biscuits. They always had a dog, they always had Samoyeds, and he occasionally I don't know how it came up, but one day I remember being in the kitchen, being quite small, and him saying to me, "Have you ever eaten one?" Or me saying, "Oh, what do they taste like?" "Oh, they're biscuits." "Oh, but no, they're for dogs." Something came around where he said, "Try one," and we both tried one, and they weren't actually that bad. So yeah, I have eaten a dog biscuit before. I should do a dog biscuit taste test. Maybe not. I mean, I don't think it will go down well, but it could be quite fun. I wouldn't be like dog biscuits. I could cope with that. Dog food, no, that's not gonna happen. No. And if I don't know which type of dog biscuit it was, probably like a Bernier or one of them long stick things. It's disgusting, really, but it was years ago. Oh. Just got a reminder here. Oh yeah, okay. And today I've been working on certain things, behind the scenes sort of stuff, operational things, putting some tags in my iPhone videos because I never tag them. I only did it on 2 though, to be fair, because it was so boring. I don't really keep up with this channel very much, which is fine because it's not. The only purpose of it for me is to chit chat to you guys and keep a little diary really of what I've been doing so I can look back and it's just a bit more personal. I don't know, I guess that's it. So actually keeping up with all the other stuff that I would on my other channels, like, well, definitely my main channel, like thumbnails and tags and promotion and all that kind of stuff, I don't really do on my iPhone channel. But I did 2 videos tagging, and I changed that was my tummy if you heard it. It's a bit sore, so Big Fat Boo's looking after it. You know you can't actually get this Big Fat Moo anymore, so if you're the person who I gave it to at the meetup, and the people who, I think there was a couple of people who pledged on my Kickstarter years ago, whenever that was, they got one. Then you're very lucky because the original Big Fat Moo doesn't exist. There's like a brown version now, and that's it. So, yeah, I redid my website a little bit, and so that looks different, and I think that's it. I've been probably the past few months, I've been a bit meh, and definitely the past couple of weeks, and I've kind of been trying to, you know I've mentioned before that I believe in the law of attraction and things like that. I don't really see how people can't believe in it. Well, I guess you could not believe in it, but anyway, I think that anything that encourages you to be positive is always a good thing. So I've had real trouble being able to get on the right, like, on positive vibe, like what they would call the frequency. Real trouble, and I know that it works, but I just couldn't get there to do it. But today it was really good because I went into the kitchen. I was cooking my tea tonight, and I just started like talking. I mean, everyone talks to themselves, right? I know I do. I sing, I talk, whatever. Mainly sing, but sometimes I do talk to myself. I mean, I'm doing it right now. If Pancake's in the room, then I'm talking to Pancakes, obviously. So I was talking, and I was sort of as if I was on a phone or talking to someone and telling them about all the things I was going to do, like as if it was fact. And I must at some point have just completely lost myself in the moment, because literally good things just started happening. Like things that I've wanted to happen that haven't been happening, then suddenly like emails came, and it was just at that moment, within the sort of last couple of hours since that moment, the good things started occurring again. And I was like, yes, that is the way to do it, so maybe that works for me. Because last night I actually tried, I don't like listening to music like while I'm going to sleep, because I had, like, when I was in a hostel in New Zealand once, I used to listen to music when I was falling asleep because people were noisy in the room, and the fire alarm went off and I never heard it. Someone had to come up and get me, and like since then I think I've always been a little bit conscious of listening to my music. I know you could have it quiet, but it's never the same when it's quiet, is it? So I actually got an app which does like law of attraction stuff, and I thought that might be quite interesting. But I usually, when I've tried these kind of apps, I get a bit like, I'm not comfortable with the headphones in my ear. I'm worried I'm going to get strangulated while I'm sleeping with the wires. But last night, for some reason, I just thought, yeah, I'm gonna try this, and I persevered, and I did this law of attraction. It was a hypnosis thing, but it wasn't like it. I don't think it hypnotized, because I didn't wake up feeling like superbly positive or anything like that. But what was funny is when I woke up, my phone was literally under the bed. And I have no idea how it got there, because I said to Ryan, did you put my phone under my bed because the screen had stayed on? Was it lighting up the room? And he was like, no. And he wasn't lying. So I don't know how my phone, because I keep it on the thing next to me, all I can think is that I turned over and the headphones pulled it off and it slid under the bed. But then you'd think I would have woken up. I was like, it was crazy. I'd gone to bed and I put on loads of layers because it was a freezing night last night. So I thought I put on like loads of layers, and then when I get warm I'll take some off. But I just passed out. So it's good for sleeping. Hypnosis is good for sleeping. It did nothing else because I wasn't awake to hear any of the other bits. Anyway, I'm just rambling on now, but sometimes I do like to talk about these things because it's good for me to look back at, and also I find it interesting listening to other people's videos of their perceptions in life. It is interesting, and sometimes you can just get a nugget of information from someone else that resonates with something in your life, and you think, yeah, I'm on the right track, or yeah, that's right, or I'm on the wrong track, or whatever. So maybe that's done it for you, I don't know. There's the camera. So I'm gonna go. But thank you so much for watching. Looking a bit pale in today's video. It's just the lighting. I'm not poorly. I've got a sore throat. Well, that's all. I'm not poorly. Panky's looking pale, but that's because he's a white bunny. Anywho, on that hilarious bombshell, I will go. I love you. Goodbye, bananas.